Joining me is Kelly Campagna over at Daily Wire, same place that is famous in particular for Ben Shapiro. She has a big following on Twitter, over 100,000, actually over 105,000 followers there. She handles social media for the Daily Wire and really does a great job. I've been looking through her Twitter feed. Kelly, thank you so much for joining me.
Yeah, thank you so much for having me.
Well, I want to start. Twitter seems to be your main thing, or at least that stands out from my research about you. And I found it very interesting, kind of inspiring, that you start off with your pinned tweet is something from 2015, and it's from an abortion survivor. And so that's clearly a very important issue to you, isn't it? Yeah,
definitely. Well, basically, in 2015, that tweet is from September. That was about the time that the sting operation was going on. The undercover people were finding out all the information about Planned Parenthood selling baby body parts.
Right.
And as somebody who was kind of, on the fence about abortion, kind of more of a Republican, I know it's bad, but I'm not really passionate about the issue. Watching those videos was like a huge moment, like a watershed moment for me, seeing, oh, that's what abortion actually is.
Really? Really? Wait, you know what? I don't want to go through all your other tweets. I want to dwell on this. We're just getting to know each other. We've never talked to each other before. That's really interesting.
Mm-hmm.
I just made an assumption that you've just always been very conservative that way. So that really is what got you.
Yeah, well, I was conservative before that, but abortion never was a really particularly important issue for me.
Uh-huh.
I'm a very, very visual-oriented person, and so seeing the actual body parts laying in the Petri dish is much more, I know it's graphic, but I feel like it's very important for people that are, that are on the edge or on the fence regarding that issue to actually see it. If you're on the fence, you need to actually see and realize what you're on the fence about. And that's basically what turned my attention. It was about, late summer 2015 that made me very, very pro-life. And then if you actually click the link on that pinned tweet, you'll see an abortion survivor. She actually described the abortion procedure that she went through, and it's a pretty powerful video.
So you were basically stunned by this. You're like, wow, I can't believe it's that awful. And were you the typical, not the typical, but in a lot of cities there are, well, I'm conservative fiscally, but I'm socially liberal. And were you of that type, and then this woke you up?
I wouldn't say I was of that type. It's just that abortion, being a woman, I can kind of sympathize with somebody that finds themselves in the position, oh, no, I'm pregnant, I'd rather not be, what do I do? And so I found myself sympathizing more so with that argument, not necessarily to say that I was for abortion, just that I was much more sympathetic to that argument, not really fully understanding, I should say, that you're taking a life, and you're doing it in one of the most inhumane ways you possibly can. It's one of the major aspects. Again, I can't stress this enough for people that are on the fence. You need to look at, if you can watch those videos and still feel comfortable with a pro-choice or even on the fence position, then, more power to you. But I have a hard time believing that people can actually look at those videos and not, really understand fully what is actually happening there.